In this video, we're going to have a look at how to draw a box and whisker plot. Now, a box and whisker plot is a graphical representation of the 5-number summary. So to be able to draw the box and whisker plot, you will need to know what the 5-number summary is. So in the question, if they don't give you the 5-number summary, means you've got to go ahead and calculate it. Is it important to remember that when you are drawing a box and whisker plot, it needs to be drawn to scale. So that means you need to use a ruler, and your intervals marked on the scale down the bottom need to be spread out evenly. If it's not drawn to scale, then the box and whisker plot would not be useful in assessing the skewness of data. And that is one of the main purposes of drawing a box and whisker plot, is to be able to assess the skewness of the data. So to complete a box and whisker plot, all you need to do is take the 5-number summary and put it onto a scale. You do this by first of all putting your lowest and your highest, or your lower extreme and your upper extreme on, and putting a dot. So a dot for the lower extreme and a dot for the upper extreme. Then you place your quartile 1, your median, and your quartile 3 values onto the box and whisker plot by using a straight vertical line. Once you have those values in place, you've marked on your 5 numbers, you need to go ahead and complete the box and whisker plot, and you do that by drawing a line from quartile 1 to quartile 3 up the top and down the bottom. That completes the box part of your box and whisker plot. Then from a line from quartile 1 out to the lower extreme, and a line from quartile 3 up to the upper extreme. And that completes the whisker part of your box and whisker plot. So let's have a look at an example of how we are going to draw a box and whisker plot. So in our example, we have been provided with a 5-number summary, and we need to go ahead and put that onto a box and whisker plot. So the first thing I need to do is to draw my scale. So I need to look at my lower extreme and upper extreme in the 5-number summary to work out where my scale needs to go from. So my scale needs to go from 29 up to 48. So I could go up in lots of 2, starting from 28 and going up to 48. And that will enable me enough space on my scale to be able to draw my box and whisker plot. So now that you have drawn the scale, and you'll note that my scale has a straight line and evenly spaced intervals between each of my numbers. So the same space between 28 and 30, 30 and 32, and so on. It is important that the scale is accurate when you are drawing your box and whisker plots. So now you need to go ahead and begin drawing the box and whisker plot on the scale. So the first step is to plot your upper and your lower extreme. So my lower extreme is 29. So I go across, find where 29 is on my scale, and put a dot. The next step is to put on the upper extreme of 48. So I go across on my scale to where 48 is, and then put a dot lining up with the first dot. So I've marked my lower and upper extreme. Now I need to go and mark in my quartile 1, my medium, and my quartile 3. And I'm going to do that not using a dot, but using a straight line. So I need to go and find where 37 would be on my scale, and then draw a straight line. I need to go and find where 39 is, because that's my medium, and draw a straight line, and then I need to go and find where 44 is and draw a straight line. So now that I've gone and I have put in my 5 numbers, I need to complete the box and whisker plot by joining the top and bottom from quartile 1 to quartile 3, and then drawing a line from quartile 1 out to the lower extreme, and drawing a line from quartile 3 up to the upper extreme. So now that I've gone and joined all my numbers together, I have completed my box and whisker plot.